A pleasant good morning from Monrovia. Welcome to News Live at 10 on KMTV. I'm Julius Canton presenting on this 27th day of November 2019 is the midweek. In our top stories we following, government of Liberia says it is not worried about multiple resignations by government officials. According to Smith and Toby, more resignations are expected in order to clean up the system. ECOWAS member states begin two-base regional coordinating meeting on small arms. And the International Christian Embassy Jerusalem to host first regional conference in Liberia as the director Aaron Wright disclosed that Liberia needs God more than ever before. The details for these and much more developments are coming up in a jiffy, so please be my guest. Many thanks for rejoining us, and let's bring here our first development. Deputy Presidential Press Secretary Smith Toby said President George Weah is not worried about multiple resignations across his government. According to him, some people, he noted, will get angry and leave, but the government is working hard to address some of the challenging issues facing this country. He told Executive Mansion reporters on Tuesday that the system is infested with lots of impatient people, but they are working to clean up it.
It's not worried. The system will clean itself. The system will get better. Those individuals you call key government officials who are resigning, I know of recent with the two resignations, I don't know who resigned that you consider as key, because the resignation of Mr. Toboniswa was just close to the end of his tenure. So he had to leave. He had other offer. He decided to take on those offers, and he left the job. It was not because of anything within the government. Mr. Gregory Coleman has been wanting to resign since April. He's been talking about it. He felt that his stay at the Bureau wasn't putting out his full potential. He's been discussing this with friends and family close to him. He found a thing that he was in the office, but everyone wants to sit in the office and work and people see what you are doing. You want to see your full potential in doing that. If you feel that you're not putting all your best, no need to stay there and disperform and be made shame. So sometimes it's good to take a decision, and the president respect Gregory for the decision. So you will see more people. The system will get clean. It will definitely get clean by itself. So some people will get angry and they will just leave. Some people will write terrible letters and leave. I hope somebody will not write some letter with some cost in it more than what we heard on yesterday. And just leave out of what they no longer see come their way in those places that they once occupied. One person resigned. Resignation is not strange. You've been here in Liberian body politics. You know how many persons resigned in the past 12 years, or people stay resigned in other institutions around the world. Those institutions that they resigned from have never broken down. They've rather gotten stronger.
Deputy Presidential Press Secretary Smith Toby speaking with Executive Mansion reporters. Mr. Toby has at the same time termed as untrue rumor that Justice Minister Councillor Frank Musa Dean has tendered in his resignation. He said the president still enjoys the confidence of Councillor Dean and is working to serve his people. Meanwhile, according to Smith Toby, the country's economy is at a snail pace, but noted that the government is working on ways and means to help address it gradually. As part of that measures, he disclosed that the cabinet has endorsed two major workable instruments for the benefit of the nation and its people. Mr. Toby named the endorsement of the National Financial Inclusion Strategy 2019-2023 and the Liberia's second National Action Plan on Women, Peace and Security as key decisions reached by the cabinet. In the related development, cabinet has also agreed to postpone the National County Sports Meet, which should have been scheduled for the 14th of December 2019 and is now being extended to January 4, 2020. The move, according to Mr. Toby, is intended to give the former statesman, Councillor Charles Walker Bromskin, a befitting burial. The tournament is expected to officially kick off in Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. To this one now, the Liberia National Commission on Small Arms Tuesday kick off a two-day coordinating meeting on National Commission on Small Arms in the ECOWAS region. The meeting, among other things, is intended to review work done as well as craft some workable solutions and action plans on moving the sector forward relative to arms control and prevention. The National Security Advisor to the President is Jefferson Camo. He spoke at the program.
As a nation that has experienced the ravages of war for nearly 2 decades, fueled mainly by the illicit flow of small arms and live weapons, this education could not have come at a more opportune time. Considering the strides the government and the people of Liberia have made over the years, as well as the challenges we have and continue to endure in sustaining our hard-won peace and stability, even beyond the exit of the United Nations peacekeeping mission in Liberia since nearly 2 years ago. Let me be therefore, Mr. Chairman, and distinguished delegates, to remind you as you deliberate that in spite of the tremendous progress made at the level of ECOWAS in the fight against illicit small arms and live weapons, the proliferation of illicit small arms and live weapons continues to plague our sovereignty, subject our population to untold sufferings, gross human rights abuses, and other dehumanizing conditions, and undermine development efforts as well. The emergence of what is seen as new threats to regional peace and stability in the front of terrorism, piracy, and drugs tend to undermine the capacity of the sovereignty to respond adequately to the problem of small arms and live weapon proliferation. Mr. Chairman and distinguished delegates, the fight against the menace of illicit small arms and live weapons therefore requires a concerted approach, as in the case of the ECOWAS endeavor over the years, which witnessed in 1998 the declaration of the moratorium on the importation, exportation, and manufacture of arms and ammunition by the authority of heads of state and government, and followed later in 2006 by the adoption of the ECOWAS Convention on Small Arms and Live Weapons.
Well, the European Union is amongst other development partners supporting the drive to help curtail and if not eliminate the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in the sub-region. Speaking also at that program was the Chargé d'Affaires at the European Union, accredited near Monrovia, Juan Antonio Frutos.
I would like to express my gratitude to the German government, the NATCOM here in the Republic of Liberia, and ECOWAS Commission for all the hard work that has gone into the organization of this week's meetings. I understand that the preparations have involved a lot of work and coordination. The European Union has, over the years, been able to demonstrate its strong willingness and ability to work with its partners and in this case, the ECOWAS Commission and NATCOM, to harness the necessary funds and the technical support towards ensuring that concrete and effective measures are taken in order to reduce the proliferation of illicit arms in circulation within the target communities, and by extension, the selected member states within the sub-region. To this end, the European Union has funded the 10th EDF ECOWAS EU Small Arms and Light Weapons Project, a pilot weapons collection program within the broader context of disarmament and community development, or weapons for development. The project was funded with a sum of 5.5 million euros and is in the two clusters covering 7 countries: Mano River Union, west of Côte d'Ivoire, Guinea Forestière, east of Liberia, northeast of Sierra Leone, and the Sahel region with northern Niger, Mali, and northern Nigeria. Though signed in 2014, the program effectively began implementation in 2015 and ended in 2019. The process to mainstream the Nigerian component into the project, effectively making it the 7th pilot country, has been finalized, bringing an addition 2.1 million euros contribution into the overall budget for the project. I am confident that we are well on our way through our collective and well-coordinated efforts to achieving the main objective of these programs.
Meanwhile, the regional conference is expected to climax on today at the new ministerial complex in Congoton, where some tangible decisions will be reached by delegates attending that forum. Representing the ECOWAS ambassador to Liberia, Babatunde Ajisomo, was ECOWAS consultant.
ECOWAS played a major role in the validation workshop and sensitization meeting of LINSA on creating awareness, as well as on strategic plan and implementation of standard operations for the collections of illegal and small arms and ammunition. This was organized in Grand Bassa County. The steady rise in terrorism in countries such as Burkina Faso, Mali, Nigeria, and Niger has posed serious challenges to the West African sub-region. This situation therefore calls for vigilance and intelligence sharing amongst all stakeholders. We must look for more effective and wider coordination between our various agencies within the member states. This is where NATCOM have a role to play in mopping up small arms and light weapons in the hands of unauthorized persons. It is therefore incumbent on NATCOM to find creative ways to address challenges associated with information sharing. We must be able to share information pertaining to the clandestine movement and unscrupulous movement, clandestine movement by unscrupulous persons within our member states, such that we'll be able to share them and nip the problem in the bud before they strike. Let me also add that LINSA has successfully registered the weapons of all security agencies in the country, as well as other authorized to bear arms. So we want to urge you that these aspects should be shared, each one with the success story in your particular country, that you share with us so that we can work harmoniously to address this salient, this issue confronting.
That was a proxy of ECOWAS ambassador accredited to Monrovia, Babatunde Ajisomo. He spoke there on behalf of his boss at the opening of a two-way meeting on small arms in the country. If you just joined us, you're watching this midweek news today at 10 in presentation with me, Julius Conton. One of our top stories we're following in government of Liberia says it is not worried about multiple resignations by government officials, as Deputy Presidential Press Secretary Smith Tobe noted that more personal resignations are expected in order to clean the system. And stay ahead of us in this presentation, an American humanitarian amidst the challenging times says he foresees a brighter future for Liberia. We'll bring you this story plus much more right after this break, so please be there. Welcome back. Let's bring you more developments. The National Director of the group Mission Builders International, Samuel Mablo, has disclosed that Liberia will pick up as such. He called on Liberians to be hopeful in the midst of the trying times. Mr. Mablo, speaking to KMTV News, encouraged Liberians to remain confident and support the initiatives of this government.
10 years ago, God brought these men in our country to help change our country. And we kind of been working together, partnering with them. Like you can see, this is a vision, that is going to affect not only this nation, but it's going to be a blessing to the rest of Africa. So we look forward to this. I'm the in-country coordinator for Mission Builder. I serve between both the government and the Mission Builder. So we've been working for like 10, 11 years now, and believing God that this is actually paying off.
This investment is very huge for Liberia. What do you make of it?
What we all invested for our country is to raise our country from the level of what we see. Some of us have traveled a lot, and we see too many things around the world. So when Mission Builder talked about coming to, I've been in California, I've been there, I saw some of the establishment, what they do there, and bringing the kind of thing back to our country is something that is mind-blowing. Like you see, you've went through the guided tour of this place, and this is going to help our country. It's going to boost, the different the tourism industry of our country, and something that we all look forward to. So this is huge. Liberia is about to pick up. Despite all the different things that have been happening and people have been talking and complaining, we need to be hopeful. We need to be hopeful. God loves this country, and even in the midst of the perplexity, God is still raising men. God is still bringing people who believe in our country and want to help. We want to thank God for Liberia, and I believe this nation has all it takes to be where other growing nations, emerging nations, like our country, can be. So we just need to support it, give it all the blessing, give it all our believers in it, and this nation is going to rise.
Mr. Mablo is spearheading $1 million business project that is exclusively being constructed by creative and energetic young Liberians on the Riversfield Highway. Also speaking to journalists was the president of Mission Builders International, Ron Reed, who wants more investment in Liberia to change the country for the better.
It's plant on my heart, and when most people could turn their back, I could not. I wanted to be here in Liberia to help the people the best way that I could. So Mission Builders International is what we do is we teach, we train Liberians with what we know. We bring the proper tools in for Liberians to do quality work. So hopefully you can see that in this hotel, and they're doing a fantastic job. We teach no blame, no shame, no sad, no mad. We teach them how to choose with the proper choose muscle. I think you'll notice on our job site, no yelling, no screaming ever is allowed, because that's a choice that they make in Mission Builders International. And they love the new stuff that they're learning and what they have achieved in building this hotel. So I think what we had to teach the Liberians just to put the proper tools in their hands, just with proper training, and to allow them to be proud of what they have accomplished. They did it with their own hands. Very, very proud of every single Liberian that's worked here. We hope to bring manufacturing of garage doors into this country, which will be big. We have so many plans for Liberia. We're trying to get leaders. We're trying to get many people. My philosophy is what I believe is what every country needs is just good businessmen that can come in and help the country. And if there was 8 or 10 businessmen, as myself, I think we could change Liberia and put one in each county. And I do believe it would change it, because most every country, what people lack is jobs, opportunity for growth, their own home. You have to have jobs and incomes. That's what we hope to bring here.
In terms of the land acquisition, how many acres of land are you?
We have 42 acres of land here. On this piece of property, if we can do well, we hope to build 4 more hotels.
Liberia will for the first time host the International Christian Embassy Jerusalem Regional Conference in this republic. The conference is expected to begin on December 5 to the 6th and will bring together ministers of the gospel, church leaders, including officials of government. Speaking ahead of the conference, the National Director, Apostle Aaron Wright, said Liberia needs God more than ever before. According to him, it is about time that national leaders as well as duty bearers seek wisdom from God in order to move Liberia forward.
At the regional conference, like I said, we are in 100 plus countries around the world, and specifically speaking in the case of Africa, Africa, we have regions: East Africa, North Africa, Southern Africa, and West Africa. So we've had East Africa Regional Conference is been done with, and now it's West Africa. Liberia has been chosen to host the West Africa Regional Conference of the International Christian Embassy Jerusalem. And so we have people coming, West African countries, they are coming, bishops and other people coming from other West African countries, and even Francophone countries, they are all coming. The ICEJ branches we have in those countries, and calling onto the body of Christ. So those that ought to come to this conference is not only ICEJ members, it's the body of Christ and church leaders. We ask you to come, deacon, deaconess, bishops, pastor, evangelists, apostles, teachers, and prophets. And also business people, leaders in government. And we are also writing our government, specifically the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the Representative, because those are strategic areas when you talk about the government, especially that branch of government is very strategic where the laws are made. And we inviting them to pray, have a special prayer for them, because they need the wisdom of God to be able to direct the affairs of this country. We encourage you to come and bring your church members and come, because for the morning to the afternoon session, we are targeting 500 persons, not beyond 500. So first come, first serve. But you know, a lot of people say, why Israel? Why Israel? But when you come to that conference, you listen to some teaching. You got to understand that if you don't love Israel, the Bible means nothing to you.
Meanwhile, the peace building coordinator of the RCEJ, Women Co-Boys, called on Liberians to turn out in their mass to attend the 2 days historic event.
We've been like 5-6 different pilgrimages, and then the numbers are increasing. Most recently, we have up to 32 persons living from Liberia to attend the Feast of Tabernacle. And we have the Infusion Conference coming up in January. We got conference, leadership conference for the youth. Young people have the opportunity to go and learn. That's why we're encouraging Liberian Christians in Liberia to come and be a part. It's just $5 for membership, and people are coming in the numbers. They got institutional membership, then we got individual membership. You can come and be a part, help Liberia to support Israel, because the Bible says when we bless Israel, we'll be blessed. And so we all need to be blessed. If Liberia must be blessed, we must reconnect to the state of Israel. That's why RCJ is here. Our doors are open. All the countries, the vigor is there, and they really want to participate. When you come to this conference on the 5th and 6th of December, you will see people from all over Liberia. It's regional, but Liberia will take charge. Thank God we are the host. We are very privileged to host this conference because RCJ must be felt all over Liberia. The first of its kind. And in fact, Liberia chapter was the one that even pushed it based on the innovation of our director here. There were a lot of things we gave into Israel. The RCJ was established a long time ago, but our coming into it as Liberia, there are a lot of new things that are coming up. And that's why we're so happy for the kind of innovation he has. Whatever God leads him to do, once we push it to RCJ International, it's automatically accepted because it comes with wisdom. And that's why you see Liberia is booming when it comes to RCJ activities.
The Peace Building Coordinator of the International Christian Embassy, Jerusalem, Liberia chapter, speaking to this station ahead of the regional conference, first of its kind to take place in the region. On that note, we come to the end of this midweek presentation of News Today on KMTV. But before going, a recap of our top stories. Government of Liberia says it's not worried about multiple resignations. According to Deputy Presidential Press Secretary Smith Toby, the system is infested with impatient people. As such, more personal resignations are expected to clean the system up. ECOWAS member states to end two-base regional coordinating meeting on small arms, as several key recommendations are expected to come out of that meeting in order to improve the sector. And the International Christian Embassy Jerusalem to host the first ever regional conference in Liberia on December 5 and 6, respectively, as the National Director Aaron Wright disclosed that Liberia needs God more than ever before. Many thanks for watching this midweek News Today at 10 presentation. Better stay join us at 12 for news update on KMTV and subsequently at 8 p.m. for our final newscast. Until that time, I'm Julius Compton. Have yourself a wonderful and God bless midweek. Bye-bye.